Hello and welcome. I'm James Baggott. I'm the founder of Car Dealer, and today I'm chatting to Sean Kemple. He's the CEO of Motor UK for Car Dealer Live partner Close Brothers Motor Finance. Now, Sean will be joining us on stage at the forthcoming Car Dealer Live conference on March the 9th at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon. We're going to be chatting about the future for car dealers, and Sean is going to be giving some exclusive insight after conducting some dedicated research for Car Dealer Live. Sean, thank you very much for giving up your time to chat to us. What sort of insight are attendees going to be looking forward to from Close Brothers?
So, James, thanks for having me on, and looking forward to Car Dealer Live. It's going to be a great event. We have commissioned a report across several hundred used car retailers to understand their thoughts and attitudes in relation to the upcoming ban on internal combustion engines in 2030 and how they're getting themselves prepared for it, how they feel about it, what they see are the challenges, what they see are the opportunities. So we'll be sharing the stats from that research at Car Dealer Live.
So that's making us a lot of headlines at the moment, the used car market for electric vehicles especially. So I'm sure that's going to have some interesting thoughts. Is there anything you can share with us ahead of that? Any teaser for our guests of what they can expect?
So I think it probably, a lot of very obvious stuff, but the first one being a high percentage of dealers who are currently stocking AFVs are seeing an increased demand over petrol and diesel for that stock. So, pretty obvious, but goes back to consumer research online and searching out the vehicles that they want to get into. One of the more interesting stats has been, again, probably a higher percentage than I thought, have said they will not be stocking AFVs until the ban comes in 2030. Now, I was speaking to somebody the other day. If you think about a consumer changing their vehicle every, 3 years or so, somebody changing a vehicle now is probably possibly heading into their last internal combustion engine as a new vehicle, and will most likely be looking to purchase an EV at the next vehicle they're purchasing. So I think this is going to rapidly move in the next few years. So one of the stats saying that some dealers won't actually stock until 2030 is a little bit surprising. I think we've got some work to do to help some dealers on that change that's imminent.
Yeah, I'm sure that the price drops that we've seen in EVs over the last few months has probably put some dealers off. So it would be certainly interesting to see that research. When it comes to that future for car dealers, where do you think those biggest changes are going to be?
So I think there's still more changes ahead. Clearly, we've got the road to transition around 2030 and a different type of vehicle, I suppose, being sold. That's going to mean a lot around dealer education, customer education, helping customers move into those vehicles. One of the other big changes I see for our dealers and dealer partners across the UK is the use of omni-channel and making sure that they have as much emphasis on their digital forecourt as physical forecourt. The product or the stock is just the stock, and there's an education piece that's required there. But once dealers get that, that's it's fairly self-sufficient. I think the biggest change, which we've seen some challenges over the last year with the rise of online car retailers, maybe not reaching the peak that they thought they were going to, comes back to customer demand, understanding the customer, giving the customer that omni-channel experience. I feel that's the biggest challenge that we have for dealers across the UK and Ireland.
Yeah, I know that's going to come up a lot at the Car Dealer Live conference. Google have already mentioned how important omni-channel retailing is, and I know Auto Trader are going to touch on it too. So lots to look forward to there. What are you looking forward to the most, Sean, at Car Dealer Live?
Well, first of all, British Automotive Museum, looking forward to being there. That's going to be, busman's holiday. Can't wait for that. And then spending a bit of time on the panels and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while. So, we've been back out and about over the last while, but getting together for Car Dealer Live, I think it's going to be fantastic, and seeing old colleagues and acquaintances. I think that's going to be a fantastic event, be able to catch up on what's happening. I also think one other piece, I do feel there are very similar messages coming across the different presenters and panels. And I think that's good for our dealers to see that, so we can kind of land on where the big challenges are and maybe try and solve them together.
Yeah, definitely. And all tickets do give people access to the British Motor Museum, so be pleased to see that you will actually be able to have a good look around all those cars. Sean, thank you very much for giving up your time today. Really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, James. Speak soon.
Super. That's Sean Kemple from Close Brothers Motor Finance. He'll be joining us on March the 9th at Cardia Live. Don't miss his presentation and others from our partners, Auto Trader, Google and Cox Automotive. We'll also be hearing from plenty of car dealers on the live stage, including Mark Lavery. He's the CEO of Cambria Automobiles on his thoughts for the future. Tickets are available now at cardialive.co.uk. Places are strictly limited and we've already sold 75% of the tickets, so hurry up. I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.